Hello everybody, my name is Elena. I'm a K through 5 behavior special education teacher in the state of Iowa, and this is going to be a week of my life.
Everyone's feeling jolly tonight. I can't wait for that look in your eyes. Feeling that.
Before either I have to go to my next meeting or somebody else shows up in my room. Every student that I have on my roster has a one-to-one associate. I'm not a self-contained room. It's kind of like a mix between the two. Some of my kids are in here all day, and then I have others that come and go through the day, but they do require an adult support to go back and be successful in their classrooms. So there's a lot of adults in and out of my room all day, and it's hard to film in here because I am very rarely alone. I also have very limited time in here before my contract time starts, which is another factor to it, because I have become a mother of two in this past year. My husband and I adopted our 9-year-old son from foster care, and I gave birth to a daughter in September. So I am 3 months freshly postpartum. I've been back at work from maternity leave for about a month now, and we are fully in the swing of things. So we now have 2 weeks left until Christmas break, and it's going to be wild. We're doing an underground spirit week this week though, so it's wear red. My shirt actually says, "Are you serious, Clark?" But it's monochromatic Monday, so everyone's wearing red today, so we'll see if the kids notice and what they say. I think it's funnier when we do that, or when people do the underground spirit week in like the secondary level, and they can get a little bit more creative with it, but we'll see what the kids say and see if they catch on and think it's funny. So yeah, I am about to go to a collaboration meeting every morning. During our prep time, I have a different meeting scheduled with a different teacher that I collaborate with a student from our like shared roster. And so I'm gonna meet with a second grade teacher this morning and talk about our student and problem solve through anything and just make sure we're both on the same page about his plan. And yeah, we'll go from there. But if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. That would mean a lot to me. Like, comment, interact with my channel. It helps other people to see my channel. We are so close to hitting that 1,000 subscriber mark, which is just a huge milestone for me, and I'm really excited about it. So yeah, if you haven't already, subscribe and join along and follow our journey here. So with that, I'm going to quit yapping and get to my meeting. Thanks for being here, and let's have a great week. About 5 minutes before I have to jet out of here to go and pick up my daughter. Overall, not a terrible day. It was a Monday, so some friends had a hard time transitioning back to having expectations again, and that's just kind of the story of Mondays. I definitely got whacked across the face, and I'd been wondering this weekend why my piercing right here on my ear was starting to hurt again. And then I got whacked across the face, and I was like, oh, that's because that's been happening regularly with one of my new friends that got added to my roster recently. So that made sense all of a sudden. Not a single kid asked about our underground spirit week in the red, and noticing that everyone was wearing red. So
Bus 323 is here, 323.
Tomorrow is wear 2 different shoes, so we'll see if that's more obvious or strange to kids. Like maybe they just like didn't understand the connection, because some people are wearing holiday red stuff, some people are just wearing like a red sweater. So anyways, I didn't hear anyone make a comment about it, but maybe the 2 different shoes will be more strange to them, and they might pick it out and notice and ask why so many people are wearing 2 different shoes. Stay tuned for that. Oh, what else for today? I feel like I go through this in most of my vlogs and my daily schedule, but for anyone curious, I did 2 different U-Fly lessons today. So one friend did the DGE lessons. Actually, I had 2 kids on that lesson, so I taught that twice. And then I've got another one on long O pattern. So I taught 2 of those lessons today. I also, for social skills, created my own scope and sequence that I use, and I have it on Teachers Pay Teachers, shameless plug. But I've got my own scope and sequence. I split it up into K2 and 3-5 learning targets. Iowa used to have social emotional learning competencies, and that's where this came from. And then they like quietly took it off their Department of Education site. I don't know if it's getting revamped or not, but that's where these came from. And then I just matched lessons inside of it to what it like matched with those learning targets. So I have a 4th grader and a 5th grader that I'm teaching separate lessons, but we're on the same like unit because I'm having them work on the same goals. So we're working on self-discipline and self-motivation to keep themselves engaged in activities without the help of an adult. We are working on independence and being able to fade those associate minutes. So we are working on persisting through activities, staying engaged, working independently, showing initiative. If you want to pause and screenshot that, I guess there's the 3rd through 5th learning targets. And my alarm went off and cut me off, which means I need to go. But anyways, today we read Ruby's Wish. I actually had it up on YouTube and watched somebody read it on YouTube. And then tomorrow we're going to read The Magical Yet and talk about the ways the characters in there showed persistence and initiative, taking initiative and independence. And the 5th grader that I did this lesson with, who is normally self-contained in my room all day, not because he has to be, but because he wants to be, and we like struggled to get him to join his peers, he went and joined his peers for the entire afternoon. So you know what? Maybe he just needed a little push and encouragement and motivation to go in there and join his peers and show some independence. So that's all I'm going to share for today, I guess, as far as lessons that I did today. I also did a math lesson, and actually 2 different math lessons. We use iReady, so I've got a 2nd grader who's working on time and then money in his unit right now, and then my 5th grader is working on subtracting fractions, and so I can hopefully show a little bit more of that tomorrow. Okay, but anyways, I need to go grab all my stuff and go pick up my daughter, so I will check in and see you tomorrow.
Will my wish come true? Will my wish come true?
Happy Tuesday. It is already my pumping break. I did not get here early enough to film prior to having to go to my tier 2 meeting. So I have a tier 2 meeting every other Tuesday morning where we meet and talk about our students. It's behavior tier 2. I'm also on the academic intervention one, but we meet every other week and talk about students who have either been referred to our tier 2 system and need some interventions. Usually it's like SAGE or check in, check out. And then we review progress of the kids who are currently on the interventions. If they're ready to move towards like co-monitoring, self-monitoring, they need more time on the current check in, check out, or if we need to implement some other strategies, or some kids we move towards tier 3 and sometimes disability suspect. So anyways, had that meeting this morning. I showed you my video of my shoes. Our theme today is wearing 2 different shoes. It is killing me. We'll see if any kids notice, because I will not suggest this. It's funny if kids notice, but style-wise, it's killing me. I also added in a holiday shirt today that I normally wouldn't wear with this outfit. I probably would have normally styled this outfit with this not zipped, I was gonna say is it buttoned all the way, and just wear it as a shirt closed instead of like a layer over. But I have a holiday shirt on today because we have limited time to wear it, so get it in this 2-week period. Other than that, not much new to update, just another day. Hopefully kids can stay on track today. I am short-staffed today, which is generally the case, but a lot of the times I do get subs. Don't have any subs today, so we're just gonna try to cover people as needed where we can. So yeah, that's kind of today's update, and I will check in with you later. Hello everybody, I am checking with you from my car. It is obviously the end of the day. Today was a blur. a circus, however you want to describe it. We were short-staffed all day, so it just felt like we were just trying to band-aid everything and play whack-a-mole, for lack of a better term. It just felt like a revolving door of behaviors, and sometimes multiple at the same time, and trying to de-escalate kids and get them back on track was really challenging today. And I know coming up with the holidays, there's a lot of emotions associated with that. I know a lot of families are stressed, even though the holidays are supposed to be so fun and joyous. For some families it's not, and then that stress passes on to the kids, and they're coming with heightened emotions even if they're not cognizantly aware of that. So I just think we're battling a lot of things. There's a lot of sickness going around. That's why a lot of my staff members in my classroom, why they were out. So yeah, there's just a lot of factors that went in today and what made it so challenging. But I'm on my way home to pick up my daughter and son, and hopefully have an uneventful, quiet evening at home with them. But as soon as I'm done recording my little check-in here, I'm gonna attempt to, and I've done this before, so I know I can, it's just a little tricky, do my last pumping session for the day from the car, because that was just the kind of day it was. There's a lot of just couldn't be in multiple places at once, and some days I just like reflect on the day and I'm like, who has time for teaching? What is that? We're just putting out fires right now. So if you are in the same boat as me, just know you're not alone. I am with you, and if that is not you right now, I am so happy for you. And not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous, because I would love for things to go according to schedule and to run. So here's where the audio cut out on me again. This is a recurring issue in my vlogs. I am so sorry. It's kind of embarrassing, but what happened is my audio reconnected to the Bluetooth in my car, and then it cuts me off. So tomorrow is the Cy-Hawk rivalry, Cyclone and Hawkeye women's basketball game, and then the men play on Thursday. But I am much more of a diehard for the women's team, so I will be wearing my Hawkeye holiday themed sweater tomorrow night, or tomorrow for school, instead of Thursday, even though we do watch both of them religiously. But yeah, women are tomorrow, men are Thursday, so I will be dressed in Hawkeye clothes for that, and hoping tomorrow is a better day at work. It was just much of a hoping to survive, glad the day's over, and hoping tomorrow is a lot more following routines and a lot less putting out fires. So yeah, here's to hoping tomorrow's better. Hello, checking in quick and whispering because you can hear through this wall out to the hallway really easily, and before I start my pump going, because it's so annoying to listen to it while I'm in here. But it's Wednesday. I decided to wear not my holiday one. I'll wear that tomorrow for the men's game, because today's anything but a cup day, so it's not really holiday themed. I'm wearing one of my Caitlin Clark sweatshirts, because yesterday she was announced as the Time Athlete of the Year, which is just so fitting. And I guess there's no reason I can't. I've got video of myself from 3 years ago when she was a sophomore in college, running up to her, taking a selfie with her, and being a fangirl. I'm just gonna, be proud of my OG Caitlin stan status. I'm not a bandwagoner, which I'm glad the rest of the world caught on. I have no shade to give to anybody who more recently became a fan of hers, because I think everybody should be. She is a phenomenal player and talent. Like, she does things on the court that no one else has done. That's why it's so entertaining to watch her. Anyways, I put this on for today, and I'll wear my holiday one tomorrow. Not that anyone really cares, but so far I am not fully staffed today, but I'm only down one person, and so that makes things a lot easier to cover and helps other kids to stay on track a lot more. So it's also a short day today, because every Wednesday we get out early for professional development, so we'll have Leader and me and Lighthouse team stuff this afternoon, and I've got a SPED leadership team meeting as well, so I'll have meetings to attend this afternoon and professional development. But it's a short day, and we're more fully staffed, so hopefully we can keep kids on their routines and schedules a lot easier today, and we have a lot calmer of a day we are hoping for. So there's your update, and I will check in with you after school. So a positive from today is that it's an early out, and most of my kids had good days today, actually. I had a kid who's usually self-contained in my class go down to his gen ed classroom for the whole day. That was amazing. I have my suspicions that there's maybe things happening in here with other students that he's finally annoyed with and doesn't want to be around. And so he chose to go be with his peers, which is great. Happy for that. So we're going to celebrate that and be glad about that. Another friend who was able to ignore some of the other behaviors happening in here, which previously, triggered him and set him off. So those are all really big wins. That it was good for some of my other friends today, and I hope that can continue. I spent a lot of my day with one student in particular and the associate, but we're just gonna keep trying. We have some ideas to try tomorrow to start our day off differently and hope maybe we can be on a better track for the day and not get stuck in this loop that we can't seem to get out of. So yeah, anyways, it was an early out, so glad for that. I'm now going to my Leader in Me training. I've got my book here ready to go. Then I'll go to my special education team meeting, and then I'll pick my kids up and watch Iowa basketball. So yeah, that's the plan for the night. I will share any little bits and pieces that I can through my training and meetings, but otherwise, and I drank my 40-ounce Brewmate Era Cup all the way, I drank 40 ounces already today, and it's only it's almost 2 o'clock now, but usually that takes me anymore. I've been slacking on my water, but for my own health and weight loss, postpartum weight loss journey, I've been trying to focus on high protein intake and staying hydrated. So I forced myself to just keep chugging it down, and it really helps that on the Era Cups you can turn the thing on the top to make it a no spill. I could turn it all the way upside down and it wouldn't leak out, which is perfect for this room for if when it gets knocked over it's not gonna spill all over. So yeah, there's another win for the day. I'm on my second cup of water. So okay, that's it for right now. I'll see you when I see you next. Good morning. It is Thursday. Today's Underground Spirit Week theme is Valentine's clothes, so that's why I have this on instead of the Hawkeye sweatshirt that I kept talking about wearing. But the women did win last night, so that was really exciting, and hopefully the men can pull off a win tonight. I've also got some matching shoes for my Valentine's sweatshirt. So yeah, normally I have collaboration meetings with teachers in the morning, but the teacher that I'm supposed to meet with this morning has an IEP meeting this morning, so I just get an extra 30 minutes of work time to myself, which is nice. So I'm gonna go through my emails. I have some emails to send. I need to do my November Medicaid and fill that out and turn it into our nurse, and yeah, continue working on some visuals that I started for one of my friends yesterday, and then just spent the entire day trying to help his associate with him. So I'm gonna work on those. If I remember correctly, there's not any names on the visuals that I made, so it's just a prompting sequence with some options on it. So I will maybe share those when I'm done with them, but I do need to quit chatting so that I, one, can get to work, but also before anyone else walks into my room and I'm not alone in here anymore. So yeah, happy Thursday, and hopefully it's a good day.
It's the start of the night and I'm waiting to call you. It's knocking on doors in the dark, I've been walking hours. Been laid up on the news, now you're lying. The look up on your face, now you smile. It's the start of the night and I'm waiting to call you. It's knocking on doors in the dark, I've been walking hours.
Hello. Obviously it's a new day because I'm in a new outfit. It's Friday. I'm on my pumping break. My daughter is sick again, so I'm here right now, but we sent her to daycare, and daycare already texted. We knew that it would probably happen, and I kept myself ready and texted my boss on the way and said, just so you know, Maddox is sick, and I wouldn't be surprised if I have to leave early to go and get her, take her to the doctor. And sure enough, by 8:30 I already got a text from daycare about how much she's coughing. So we are taking her in. I am. So I'm gonna leave at 11 and go and take her in. So that's my update. I guess we'll see how the rest of my morning goes, but I'll only be here for a couple more hours and then go and take poor girl to see the doctor again.
Stay up in my brain, stay up in my brain, stay up in my brain. The moment's coming soon, on at the end of the day.